Hello. Hello, Joe. Hi, Tracy. Oh, good, I'm not completely on my own. That's nice. So I will just wait another minute. See if anybody else can join. This is going to be a little bit different. I'm not really going to do anything too strenuous. It is 12 o'clock. I've had a busy morning. So I'm thinking I'm just have a little stretch. And just try and break up the day a little bit, really. We all might be going mad. If you're working, you might be going mad at home, or if you're just generally at home going mad with your children, like I am. So, we don't really need any equipment or anything, particularly if you've got a mat, brilliant. If you've got a cushion, you might want that to sit on or kneel on. But other than that, just yourselves. So, let's take it to the mat. So we're going to start doing a little bit of breathing. So it might be something that some of you have done before or maybe not. We're just going to start with some normal breathing, then we're going to move on to our Ujjayi breath, which is like a hissing kind of breath, and then we're going to do a Nadi Shodhana, which is very technical breathing where we have to use hands on all sorts. So I will talk you through it nice and slowly. Anyway, so if you just find yourself a comfortable position, we're going to be here for a little while. So either cross the legs, take them straight out in front of you, kneel, wherever you are. So you're just going to rest the hands onto the tops of the knees or the thighs. You're going to close your eyes and just take a little roll of the shoulders. So just trying to sit up nice and tall, draw the crown of the head up towards the ceiling. And just starting to connect with your breath now. So taking some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Really focusing that attention inwards. And maybe trying to deepen the breath just a little bit with each inhale, taking it to about the count of 4 or 5. So each time we breathe in, we're really trying to fill the whole of the lungs, so breathing all the way up from the belly to the ribs to the top of the chest, and then taking it all the way back down from the chest to the ribs down to the belly. So hopefully you've managed to find yourself a little quiet space, a corner, where you can just focus on yourself, your own breath, your own movement. So we're going to start moving now into our Ujjayi breath, or hissing or ocean breath. So what I want you to imagine is that you're kind of breathing onto a mirror, a bit of a weird analogy. So imagine you're holding a mirror in front of you and you're just trying to steam it up, so like but we're going to keep the mouth closed. So we breathe in through the nose We take a little pause at the top, and then we kind of make that sort of sound breathing onto the mirror but with the mouth closed. So you can breathe away to your heart's content, knowing that I have no idea what you're doing. Nobody else around you knows what you're doing, so it doesn't matter whether you're doing it right or you sound a bit silly or whatever. We just really want to try and focus our attention here on the rhythm of the breath. So if you just take 5 rounds of breath in your own time, so breathing in through the nose, slight pause at the top, and then breathing back out through the nose with that weird kind of hissing ocean breath. So just in your own time now. So hopefully you've managed to focus a little bit on the rhythm of that breath now. Take your attention inwards. We're going to move on to our Nadi Shodhana now. So this is, this hopefully, well it does, it balances the mind, it balances the hemispheres of the brain, so it can help to kind of relieve stress, feel a little bit calmer, which I think we're all feeling a little bit at the moment. So Nadi Shodhana is alternate nostril breathing. So you're going to take your right hand. I'm going to also use my right hand, so it will be the opposite, like I'm not mirroring you currently. So you can take your right hand, you're going to bring your 2-piece fingers, so your first finger and your middle finger to the middle of the forehead. You're going to plug the take the thumb to the right nostril and the 4th ring finger to the left. So just gently resting those 2 fingers in the middle of the head. So just take a little pause here to kind of get used to this. So what we're going to do as we go on, we're plugging one nostril with the thumb and one nostril with that 4th finger. So we're going to start by closing the left nostril. So using this 4th finger, you're going to close the left nostril and you're going to breathe in through the right side. So the thumb is not plugging the right nostril currently. So you're breathing in through the right nostril. You're going to take a slight pause at the top. You're going to plug the right nostril and breathe out through the left side. So breathing out through the left nostril. Keeping with this ujjayi breath, kind of breathing onto the mirror. And now we're going to breathe in through the left nostril, so breathing in. Slight pause at the top, swap the fingers over, plugging the left, breathing out through the right. So I'm just going to talk you through this one more time, and then we're going to do 5 rounds in our own breath here. So breathing in, plugging through the left, breathing in through the right. Pausing here, plug the right, breathe out through the left. Pausing at the bottom, breathe in through the left. Plug the left, breathe out through the right. So we're going to carry this on our own. You might find that you've got a little bit of congestion here. You might need a tissue, you'll probably be fine. But we're just going to do 5 rounds of breath in our own time, so really just try and focus on this. So, breathing in through the right, hold, breathe out through the left. In through the left, hold, out through the right. So just nice and slowly in your own time. And when you've completed that final round, you're just going to bring the hands back down. And just coming back to your Ujjayi breath, so that gentle restriction at the back of the throat as you breathe out. And just notice if you can feel any subtle differences in the body and the mind. You might find that you're breathing a little bit clearer. You might find that if you were a little bit stuffy, that your nostrils feel a little bit more easy. So you're just going to gently drop the chin down towards the chest now. Taking that breath into the back of the neck. Let the head feel heavy and relaxed. And take an inhale, rolling the chin over to the right. And an exhale, take it back. Breathing in over to the left. And exhale, take it back. Just once more over to each side now in your own time. Breathing in, now gently lift the chin up towards the ceiling. And exhaling, take it back. Just one more breath like this. You're going to take an inhale and reach both arms up towards the ceiling. You're going to clasp the hands together and then flip the palms up. So really stretching through the arms here. Ground down through the sit bones, pull the belly button in, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Take an inhale and an exhale. As you breathe in this time, you're going to shrug the shoulders and really press up nice and high. And breathing out, draw the shoulders away from the ears. So just two more breaths like this, lifting up and breathing out. One more inhale, lift up. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bring the arms down in front of you. So just very slowly keep pressing through those fingers, bringing the arms down just so that they're shoulder height. And then breathing in slowly, take them back up. So nice and controlled, use the whole of your inhale, take them back up. Keep pressing through those arms. Exhale to lower. And one more inhale here, nice deep breath in. You're going to stretch up now and take a little lean over to your right side. So stretching and breathing to the left side. And inhale, take it up. Exhale over to the left. And inhale, take it up. Once more over to each side. Keep pressing through those hands. Those arms should feel a little bit achy. All the way back up. So stretching through the fingers now. Take a little twist to your right, float the arms down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe all the way up through the spine as you inhale. And exhaling, gently twist. Two more breaths here. Breathing in, bring those arms back up, clasp the hands together, come back to the center, stretching up nice and high as you breathe in. Exhaling, take it over to the right. Breathing in, back up, squeeze through the side of the body, and exhaling to the left. Once more on each side. All the way back up to the top, stretching up, take a twist to your left, this time float the arms down. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, lengthen through the spine as you inhale and gently twist as you exhale. final breath here. And reach those arms all the way back up to the ceiling. Stretch through the fingertips. Clasp the hands together, stretching all the way up. Shrug those shoulders, draw them away from the ears. Breathing in. Exhale, take them all the way down. And one more breath, reach the arms up. Take final inhale, lift the shoulders, exhaling, draw them away from the ears. You're going to clasp the hands down into the center of the chest. Take the hands on tops of the shoulders, just take 3 big circles around now, squeezing those shoulder blades together, bring the elbows together at the front. Loosen up those arms, take them back the other way. And then bring the hands into the center of the chest. You can blink open the eyes if you want to. You might need to for this because it might be can get a bit complicated. So I'm going to take a little lotus wrist roll here. So you're going to take the fingers out in front of you. You're going to start to bring the backs of the hands together, and then you're rolling through the wrists so that you can bring the fingers into a beautiful little lotus flower. And then you're going to take the backs of the hands together in towards the center of the chest, rolling all the way around and back into a prayer. So nice and slowly, fingers forward, backs of the hands together, roll through the wrists, take them forward, and then all the way back. So we're just going to do this twice more. There'll be some of you there that are like, what the hell am I doing? Can't get the coordination of this quite right, but don't worry about it. Just roll with it. Once more here. So give those wrists a little shake now. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So you're going to bring the knees under the hips, the hands under the shoulders, kneel on a cushion if you want to. Just take a little gentle pull of the belly button in here, take a deep breath. And exhaling, scoop that belly. Press the hands into the mat, lift the space between the shoulders. We're going to take a pause here. Nice deep breaths in and out. And then take an inhale, coming back the other way. So arching through the spine, lift through the chest and heart. Coming back to your neutral spine, you're going to bring the knees together. Toes together, knees apart. You're going to bring the hands slightly far in front of you. So we're going to continue with our cat rolls. We're going to sit back as we exhale. And then inhaling, you're going to keep the elbows off the mat, but you're lowering the chest towards the floor as much as you can, arching through the spine, coming all the way back up. And exhaling, take it back. Really stretch through the spine. Just really manipulate the vertebrae one at a time so you can really warm them up. Exhaling, sink it back. And inhaling, coming forward. Just one more of these here. Coming back up into your tabletop position now. Just bring the knees in slightly. We're going to do like a little figure of 8 of the hips. So you want to imagine that you are drawing, doesn't matter which way around we go. So you're going to take the hips down, round to that bottom figure of 8, and then all the way across towards the left wrist, forwards to the right, and sweeping back down to that left side of the heel, all the way around. So just in your own time, bringing the weight into the hands as you come forward, and exhaling, take it back. So just once more around here. And then we're going to challenge that coordination again and come back the other way. So all the way forwards round, just taking that figure of 8 round, using those hips, take it all the way back. Really pressing the floor away from you. Try and keep the core nice and tight, back nice and long. And then we're going to come back into our tabletop position. You're going to step the left foot forward between the hands, give it a little bit of help if you want to. So the left knee is over the ankle. You're going to reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath here. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. You you're going to place the hands down to the inside of that front foot and just wiggle the left foot out to the mat. And then just gently press open into that left side of the left knee, the inside of the left knee. So you're just gently stretching into the hip here. So just take a little breath here, drawing those shoulders away, really pressing into that hip. One more breath. Bring the hands down, take that left knee back, have a little wiggle from side to side, give the wrist a little shake if you need to, and then you're going to bring the right foot forward. So take an inhale, lift the arms up, draw the shoulders away from the ears, lift through the chest and heart. And exhaling, bring the hands down. Walk the right foot to the outside of your mat this time and just gently pressing open that right knee to the side. So you're really feeling that stretch into the hip, draw the shoulders away and just breathe into where you can feel that tension or tightness. Bring the hand back down, take the right knee down to the mat, have a little circle from side to side. We're going to tuck the toes, walking the hands back towards us. We're going to roll all the way up through the spine. So bringing the feet to the mat first, very slowly, rolling all the way up, vertebrae by vertebrae, bring yourself all the way to standing. We're going to just bring our hands onto our hips. Bring the feet about hip width, the mat width apart, hip width apart, and just going to take a little circle round. So stretching through the hips. Try and keep the back nice and long. And then we're going to go round the other way. So you feel a little stretch around the backs of the legs. And then coming all the way back up. So you're going to bring your toes, so they're pointing out to the sides, feet about mat width apart. You're going to bend the knees. So pressing the knees out so the knees are coming out over the feet. And you're sinking as low as you can. So trying not to stick the bum out, and also try not to push the pelvis too far forward. We just want to try and keep the spine nice and neutral and really hug the belly button in. So we're going to feel a little bit of a stretch and burn on the inside of the thighs, but you're going to imagine that you've got a nice little ball of chi here that you're holding into the palms of the hands. I'm just going to take a little breath here, so breathing over to your right and over to the left as you breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. So just using your own breath to movement, just gently stretching into those hips, straightening one leg, bending to the other side. And we're just going to take another final little breath here. Back to the centre. You're going to just hold the hands here, just sinking down into those thighs, just breathing in. Breathing out, reach the arms all the way up, and breathing back down. 2 more breaths like this, reaching up. And exhale, bend down through those knees. Final breath, lifting up. Take a little pause here, really squeeze through those thighs. Bring the hands down, give them a little shake, pressing the feet into the mat. And just walk those feet in. Take a few more circles round of the hips. And then coming back to the front of your mat, you're going to take a nice deep breath in and lift the arms up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, just folding forward. So really bend the knees. Bring that belly to the thighs. You're just going to bring the backs of the hands to the mat and completely flop down towards your mat. So gently nodding the head yes and no just to loosen out the back of the neck. We're not trying to overly stretch the hamstrings. We're trying to loosen and lengthen out the lower back. So just nice and relaxed here. Nothing too difficult. So each time you breathe out, just see if you can relax a little bit further forward. And As you inhale now, we're going to peel up through the spine. So rolling through the spine vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking it all the way up. We're going to bring the hands to the lower back and draw the shoulder blades together. So take a deep breath here. And breathing out. Really try and lift from the chest and heart. We're not trying to arch through the spine and throw the head back. We'll keep pressing those hips forward, squeezing through the glutes. Breathing in. One more breath here. And exhaling, roll all the way forward once more. Resting down towards the mat, belly to the thighs. Relax the backs of the hands down. And inhaling, rolling all the way back up, nice and slowly. Press those feet into the mat. Coming all the way up, bring the hands to the lower back, lift through the chest and heart, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep lifting from that chest, press the hips forward, one more breath here. And exhaling, rolling all the way back down. Just give that head a gentle nod, yes and no once more. Completely relax down towards your mat. And then you're going to bring the hands to the floor now and just slowly bring the knees back down. So we're just going to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. The knees are under the hips and we're just sending the hips up. So we're not sinking the hips down towards the heels this time. We're just sending them up so that they're stacked right over the knees. We're stretching forward with the arms so we can lower the chest down towards the mat. So you should really feel like a nice opening in the chest here. Keep the arms nice and strong in front of you, keeping it a nice active stretch, but just allowing the gravity to bring the chest closer towards the mat. You can rest the forehead down if you want to. And then slowly walking the hands back up. So we're back into our tabletop position, but the hands are just very slightly, a little bit further in front of us. So keeping the knees on the mat, you're going to really hug the belly button in and we're just going to lower ourselves down to the floor. So squeezing the elbows into the body. This is probably like the most amount of work we're going to be doing in this. So please give it a little try. Hug the belly button in. We're squeezing those elbows. Take us all the way down to the mat. Slide the hips back. Bring the toes together, heels flop out to the side. You want the hands so that they're right underneath the shoulders, and you're going to squeeze the elbows into the body. We're going to take a little flowing cobra here. So you're going to take an inhale, lifting up, and an exhale to lower. So no need to come up too high, just as high as you want to. Don't let the lower back pinch. We're going to take an inhale, lifting up, and an exhale to lower. So you're going to try and bring the hands a little bit further out and bring them bring the fingertips towards the mat. So now we're going to press those fingertips into the floor and we're coming all the way up. So try not to hunch the shoulders towards the ears, try and draw them away, breathing into the heart space. And exhale to lower. Breathing in, lifting up. And breathing out to lower. One more breath here. And coming back round. So, keeping the hands on the mat now, you're going to just bend your right knee, pointing the toes towards the ceiling. You're going to start to roll over to the left so that that right toe, if possible, can come to the ground. Doesn't matter if it doesn't. Just a little stretch and twist here. And then you're going to gently bring it back to the centre. We're going to take it on the other side, so bending the left knee, this time pointing the toe towards the ceiling. Take a little roll to your right. Bring up space. And bring it all the way back. I'm going to come and do it this way now, so we're going to do it once more. So bending that right knee, point towards the ceiling, just take a little roll. Take it all the way back. And then the left. all the way back. So coming back up now onto the knees, hands and knees. We're going to take a final inhale, lift through the chest and heart. And an exhale, scoop that belly. Breathing in, come back to your neutral spine. We're going to roll all the way up now onto high knees. So vertebrae by vertebrae, we're going to roll all the way up to a high kneeling position. Take an inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, you're just bringing the arms down, taking them all the way behind you, reaching back as far as you can. And inhaling, take them back up. As you exhale this time, we're sitting back onto the heels, but stretching the arms all the way forward, stretch through the spine. And inhaling, coming back to your neutral spine. Breathing in once more, lift through the chest and heart. Exhaling to scoop. Breathing in back to the center. And then rolling all the way up through the spine, lift those arms all the way up to the ceiling, stretch through the fingertips, and this time you're going to bring the hands to lower back. So imagine that you're putting your hands in your back pockets, you're squeezing those shoulder blades together, and we're just lifting from the chest and heart. Again, we're not squeezing or getting any pain in the lower back here, so just keep lifting through that heart space, squeeze the shoulders together, breathing in, and breathing out. One more breath here. Press those hips forward, squeeze through the glutes. And exhaling, sitting back onto the heels, stretch the arms all the way forward. Roll, walking the hands up towards you, coming back to your comfortable seated position. We're just going to sit here for a few more moments now. So sitting up nice and tall, take that final roll of the shoulders. And you can close the eyes once more if you want to. So just taking a few breaths here. Focusing that attention inwards. But rather than trying to control the breath now, we're just allowing it to flow very naturally in and out of the body. We're going to take a final inhale, lift those arms all the way to the ceiling, stretch through the fingertips, take a deep breath in, and exhaling, bring them all the way down. One more breath in, lifting up, and exhaling, bring them all the way down. Final breath, reach those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Bring the palms together down into the center of the chest. Keep the eyes open. Thank you very much. Namaste. Well, thank you for joining on my little lunchtime thing. Not really a normal session, but it was just something a little bit different. So I hope you've all enjoyed it. I'll upload it onto here and attempt to upload it onto my YouTube page, which I didn't manage yesterday because I didn't save it properly. So hopefully today I will do a better job. So thank you very much, everybody. I will hope to see you all soon. Bye.